Today, the United States is the leading industrial nation. However, it was not always that way. In fact, the Industrial Revolution began in Britain and spread to other countries including the United States during the 19th century. Today, you will learn about industrial expansion in the United States. Click Next to begin. During the War of 1812, the British blockaded American ports. Without access to imported, manufactured goods, people had to depend on locally made goods. This helped many local manufacturers to grow. One area that experienced industrial expansion was the manufacture of textiles, or fabric. In the Northeast, wealthy businessmen, also referred to as capitalists, constructed factory buildings and utilized new methods of spinning and weaving. They used machines driven by steam power. The factory system was a new way of producing goods. Instead of people making goods in their homes, special machinery and workers were gathered together in factory buildings, where large quantities of goods could be manufactured. As factories emerged in cities, many people began living in those cities to find jobs. This is called urbanization. Click Next to learn more about the new textile factories in America. Francis Cabot Lowell built a textile mill in Massachusetts. This mill incorporated some of the designs he saw in a similar mill in Britain. It also featured some improvements. Roll over the images to learn about the Lowell Mills. Click Next when you are ready to move on. The Lowell Mills weren't the only factories to develop during the Industrial Revolution. Other factories producing various goods sprung up all over the Northeast. Factories used a system of interchangeable parts that eliminated the need for specialist craftsmen to manufacture goods. Since you didn't have to be a specialist craftsman to manufacture goods, unskilled workers could mass-produce goods like guns, sewing machines, and clocks. Roll your mouse over the key terms to learn more, and then click Next to move on. Industrial expansion occurred all over the Northeast. The Northeast was transforming into an industrial region. The Industrial Revolution could be seen in new ways to reap crops, new ways to travel on the ocean and along rivers, improved machines, new ways to communicate over long distances, and the development of railroads. Along with industrial expansion, there was a rapid growth in immigration, and cities became larger. Roll your mouse over the images to learn about some of the innovations that helped the Industrial Revolution to take hold in the United States. Click Next when you are ready to move on. During the 17th century, most people worked as farmers or grew enough food for themselves. How do you think the Industrial Revolution affected this way of life? Please review any information that you do not understand.